is going to be about tips that will really help you out as you begin your journey through the first 10 levels or so of Fallout 76. I'm recording this between the second and third beta test days, so things could change, but I think everything in this video is pretty core to the game, so I don't see any changes with any of these. And on that note, let's jump right into it. So I'm going to start off with collect every weapon and armor you find so you can scrap it for mod recipes for that weapon or armor piece. For example, you'll be finding a lot of pipe pistols early on, and each time you scrap one, you'll learn a new mod for the pipe pistol. I was using the hunting rifle and shotgun a lot, so I was collecting and scrapping everyone I came across so I could learn as many mods as possible for those weapons, like suppressors, hair triggers, etc. I was noticing this doesn't work on all armor pieces, so my guess is that the armor piece has to have some sort of mod already on it. Not sure though, so maybe you can help me out in the comments if you know exactly how that works. Next is a problem everyone seems to be running into: being over-encumbered constantly. I collect basically everything, so if you're anything like me, this should help you out quite a bit. Stop at any workbench you find and scrap everything. There's an option at every workbench, even the chem stations, to scrap all your junk items for the raw materials, which weigh substantially less. That way you can keep running around and exploring without having to return to your stash box. Also, your personal stash has a 400-pound limit, which I ended up hitting. So make sure you scrap all your junk before stashing it away. There's also a perk called Pack Rat that at level 3 it reduces the weight of all junk by 75%. Just remember that it requires 3 strength perk slots at that level. So this next one seems pretty basic, but I didn't figure this out until I was about 10 hours in. Maybe I'm an idiot. Could be. But when you pick up a plan or recipe, the game does not automatically add it as learn. You need to go to the notes section of the Pip-Boy menu, find the recipe or plan, and learn it from there. Please tell me I wasn't the only one who missed this. Another big question is, where do you go after leaving the vault? It's a big map. My tip is stick to the main story. Follow the main story up until around the blood samples quest. I wandered early on and struggled with running out of Radaway and stim packs. If you follow the main quest line, you get a lot of really good supplies and items right away. I ended up going to the Poseidon Energy Plant by myself, which is packed with scorched and turrets, along with a lot of areas with high levels of radiation, and I was running out of healing items and Radaway really fast. If you know what you're doing, I'm sure you could just go wherever you want, but if you're just starting out, stick with the main quest line. Obviously, it is totally fine to explore nearby locations, and one pretty cool one is just east of the vault. It's a place called North Kanawha Lookout. And aside from a funny little note to help find a key on top of a porta potty, if you go to the top of the tower and look out, there will be a prompt to survey the area, which will put a bunch of nearby locations on your map. I haven't found any more of these yet, but I bet there's a lot more. If you guys have found any, let me know. Another good tip for saving those stim packs is sleep. If you sleep in a bed, it will regen all your lost health, and you will become well rested for a 5% XP bonus for 60 minutes. Not bad. If the bed is on the ground though, the game will warn you that there's a chance of getting a disease, so don't sleep in the dirt, people. Now I'm going to go a little into the perk system. I was a bit confused with the leveling up system and the perk cards. So when you level up, you'll choose a special tribute to level up, and then a perk card to add. Every level, you'll get new cards added to your perk pool that you can choose from, but you can only select one card per level from that pool of cards. Your pool of card choices does not go away, and you can select the same card twice if you want to upgrade it. So you have a pool of cards to choose from at level up, and then you have the cards you actually own, which was something that was confusing me starting out. You will also receive a card pack every 2 levels, starting at level 4, up to level 10, and then every 5 levels up to level 50. So these cards you do own, and they show up in your card pool if you want to select it again to upgrade them. And then to upgrade a card, you combine 2 1-star cards. If you want to make it a 3-star card, you combine a 1-star card with a 2-star card, etc., etc. I'm pretty sure 5-star cards are the highest available. Your own cards can also be shared with teammates and swapped out at any time. So another tip, you can swap in and out your lockpicking and hacker cards only when you need them, and keep different cards equipped the rest of the time. Sticking with leveling up, each special stat is capped at 15, and you stop gaining points at 50, so keep that in mind as you're leveling up. No god modes in this Fallout. Like I said earlier, you'll also stop receiving card packs at level 15, but you can continue to select new cards past level 50. As of now, there's not a level cap, but we'll see if that changes. Getting a little bit into buildings, here's a couple of notes. Enemies do attack your camp. I had robots and super mutants shooting at my house every time I was there. Everything does have durability, so keep an eye on it. Also, I don't know if I was just oblivious, but it took me a bit to figure out that you can collect wood from fallen trees and logs. Yeah. You can get a lot of wood that way for your base. There's other things too, like oil deposits that you can collect from and build oil extractors on top of. And you can also move your camp to a new location and it will save your exact setup. So if you want to move it, you will not have to rebuild everything. And for the final tip of the day, once you start finding power armor, you can actually take the pieces off of them, in which the lowest tier is, I believe, Raider pieces, which requires level 25, so you can't use them anyways at early levels. But you can store the power armor frame in your inventory. It only weighs 10 pounds, and it will prevent others from stealing it. It's a good way to collect multiple frames for multiple power armor sets, if you're into that sort of thing. These were all things I learned over the first couple beta test days and that I thought could help out as you begin your journey. I will be live streaming the rest of the beta times and a lot more when the full release comes out November 14th. I welcome all to come and join me at twitch.tv/TheeDouble_D, and a special invite goes out to all my fellow PS4 players, as that's what I'm playing on. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe, as I'll be posting more Fallout 76 content nearly every day. I'd really appreciate it, and it will help me out a lot. Thanks everyone, I'm out.